Welcome back from episode 1 to 8 for the Legend of Kisango. In our episode 9, we are looking at 1. The Holder's Flame. This highlights the spirit of conviction in Kisango community should adapt to, especially after tough times like rug pulls, scams, or bear markets. 2. Rugger vanished into smoke. This symbolizes a rug pull or a fraudulent project that vanished into smoke, which reflects how bad actors disappear after draining funds, leaving disillusioned investors behind. 3. A single flame, hovering above a cracked token. This reflects that despite the collapse, something remains, and that is hope. The cracked token represents a broken project, but the flame shows that some belief still survives. Therefore, Kisango stepped up. This is because it wasn't fire. It was faith that remained in the hearts of true holders. It symbolizes the belief of true holders, those who stay even when prices go down or when sentiment dies. These are the people who understand the idea, the vision, and the mission, not just the price or the market cap. 4. Kisango cupped the flame in his palm. It didn't burn, he believed. Just like compounding belief and community strength. The more conviction a holder has, the more they inspire others, restoring trust in the project. Then one by one, the forgotten holders returned, not as wallets but this time round as warriors. This is a call community revival because real holders are not just passive investors, they're builders, advocates, and believers. When they come back together, they can reignite the project. This episode is about the resilience to be adapted by Kisango community. Even after betrayal from weak hearts, marketeers and panic sellers call them Sada. The faith of a few can reignite the future of the project with conviction to the long-term vision. Like the flame in Kisango's hand, belief in this project isn't just about money. It's about purpose, unity, and the power to rebuild. For those who stay focused, time rewards. The Legend of Kisango Episode 10. The Rally. Words spread like wildfire through the jungle. So this is a call to all community members to boost the momentum of the project after a dormant period. This should not necessarily come from developer. It's a collective effort, the will of the holders, referred to as the collective belief and conviction of the community backing the coin. Therefore, clans emerged from caves. Traders stepped out of silence. This portrays how investors, developers, and holders re-emerged, possibly after a project stagnation to renew activity of the project. The scarred were those who suffered losses, the broke were those financially impacted, but none were done. This is because despite hardships, the community persists. The community stands firm, the community backs up its project. Kisango stood on top of a broken monument, a temple of a failed project. The broken monument symbolizes a previous failed crypto initiative, rug pull, or market crash. Kisango standing atop, it shows resilience, the ability to rebuild from the ruins and lead forward with lessons learned. In his hand, Kisango held a flame that signifies both renewed purpose and a beacon to the community to rally around the promising roadmap for revival of Kisango project. It is a call for community engagement and solidarity for conviction in the project. See you soon in financial liberty. Episode 11. The Council of Blocks. With the flame restored and the rally rising, remember that the flame represents renewed momentum, like a market recovery after the market going down, and the rally rising represents increasing market optimism, price charts are climbing. And the community feels the shift to believe and support the project. Kisango knew the jungle didn't need another fighter. It needed a planner. The issue of blind buying and hype-driven behavior is no longer sufficient. So the planner needed is a strategist, someone who understands market cycles, risk management, and long-term vision. So he gathered them deep within the sacred clearing, and this is like DAO or Decentralized Autonomous Organization Council, with serious discussions and developer meetings to rally behind the project. This council consisted of the OG holders, the signal readers, the mimicasters, and the code binders. Each group represents a distinct role in the project. For example, OG holders were veterans who've weathered multiple market cycles. Call them diamond hands. Signal readers were technical analysts who interpret indicators and trends. Mimicasters were the influencers and culture shapers those who spread narrative of the project. Code binders were developers like Prophet Angel, who is the smart contract architect and the builder behind the scenes. Thumbs up to him. These all together formed the Council of Blocks. These are hardened participants who endured scams, rug pulls, and devastating crashes. They developed wisdom but not fear throughout. They exhibited no titles, no flexing, but only insight, because in decentralized communities, respect isn't based on hierarchy. It's earned through value, knowledge, and contribution. They don't brag at all. They spoke in charts and they reasoned in candlesticks, because in the language of crypto traders, communication is through market behavior, not speculation or hype. They made on-chain whispers through analyzing blockchain data, wallet movements, contract interactions, carried out old ledger scars by reviewing historical transaction records, past failures, and exploits to avoid a memory of what not to repeat. Kasongo just listened. He didn't command, he coordinated. This is because in decentralized leadership and community-led projects, coordination is needed over control, facilitating consensus rather than dictating terms. And from that circle came the next move, a strategy not just to protect, but to build, thus forming a visionary roadmap to innovate and lay down infrastructure for the next generation. Therefore, Episode 11 represents the shift from hype and speculation to wisdom and collaboration. It's the story of how a decentralized network of battle-hardened crypto minds forms a council, not to control the space, but to guide it with insight, data, and vision. Let's all join hands together to form a council that will guide others through the long-term vision of the project.